Max Laverne, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you, Doctor. How are you doing?
Very, very well.
Great.
Indeed.
Good.
Very excited
Good
to
to
be
hear.
here, sort of past the middle flag, the halfway flag in the A to Z.
Can't believe the young lady you just talked to before was 16. That's crazy. Are you sure you didn't have the bit of paper upside down and she's 91?
She could be a 91-year-old soccer player, footy player who just beat North Korea in the Asia Cup. Probably.
Could be, yeah. Sounds
Probably.
plausible. More plausible than 16. What's with that age?
Yeah, tell me
Jeez.
about it. Yeah.
But look, we're not here to talk about ages today. We're here to talk about shit music, the A to Z of shit music. But you know what's easy? Hating old people. They own all the money, they invented racism, and they control the majority of the world's dinner parties. And that last fact is the reason why we all have to experience Maroon 5 all the time.
I don't mind spending every day out on your corner in the pouring rain. Look for the girl with the broken smile. Ask her if she wants to stay a while.
To call that perfect storm bland is to insult all the wonderful bland things we depend on in our lives. Just this morning, Doctor, I savoured a delicious plain bread roll and drank a cup of warm water and felt them nourish me to my core. I don't get the same feeling from that song by Maroon 5 called She Will Be Loved. Maybe if I'd vomited up the bread roll, then buried it, and then a giant anthropomorphic turd had danced on its grave before I dug it up and ate it again, we might be getting close. But there's a reason why that song is obnoxiously famous.
She will be loved. She will be loved.
It's perfect for boomer dinner parties. The gently lilting guitars are ideal for covering up the greedy smacking of your guests' chops. The gentle rhythm of the cymbals covers up the awkward clinking of silver cutlery on porcelain with consummate ease. And Adam Levine's gently soaring falsetto sticks out just enough for someone to describe it as nice when the conversation runs out. For these reasons, Maroon 5 were able to sell millions of copies of their beige masterpiece, Songs About Jane, when the people who run commercial radio stations saw that, they started playing them copiously because they were under the impression that this buying frenzy was because Maroon 5 were good rather than just adequate at covering up disgusting eating noises. It was a terrible series of events, and with that kind of encouragement, who could blame Maroon 5 for writing more songs?
I'm lifting you up. I'm letting you down. I'm dancing till dawn. I'm fooling around.
Lifting you up but letting you down, I believe that's known as poetry. Of course, it wasn't just Maroon 5's handy dinner party solution that made them so successful. They came from what's basically the creme de la creme of shit music pedigree. They were produced by the man who discovered Train and Bowling for Soup and toured with Matchbox 20 and Sugar Ray. I mean, it literally does not get much shitter than that. That is pretty much the apex of shitness. It took Maroon 5 years to follow up Songs About Jane because greedily wringing every last cent out of your alleged art by licensing it to literally dozens of ads is time-consuming. Luckily, when they released It Won't Be Soon Before Long in 2007, it was equally something.
You're such a flirt. I know you hurt, and so do I.
Ooh, what's this funky and grammatically incorrect song about then?
Sweet, your juice is dripping down my chin.
Sweet Kiwi, your juice is dripping down my chin. Look, when I'm dishing compliments to women folk, I tend to not get too flowery with my metaphors because it's risky. All too often you can end up describing her as a squat brown fruit that's kind of sour and covered with coarse hairs. But I know that if I was to get myself in that scenario, I wouldn't get myself out of it by making it into a weird sex thing. Your juice is dripping down my chin. Really, Maroon 5?
It is so easy to see dysfunction between you and me. We must free up these tired souls before the sadness kills us both.
I guess it's also great for disguising eating noises. Doctor, you'll be pleased to know that Maroon 5 have a new album coming out in September, which was produced by some arsehole in Switzerland. They're yet to release any music from it, but there's one thing we can be sure of. It'll be great to talk about investment properties over the top of it.
She will be loved, and she will
Max Laverne, thank you so much for bringing us Maroon 5.
Lindsay McDougall is